Hello, always Dizzy here. Going to start with puzzle streak of 42, as I always do before I play any games. I'll start at the 1 minute mark. Hello, Larson PAI. I'm going to try to stream for 3 hours tonight. That's my goal. Will I make it? I don't know, but I am streaming slightly earlier than usual, so I might be able to make it. Okay, I'm going to start in 5 seconds. Yesterday's puzzle streak, I think, took an hour and 9 minutes, so hopefully it's not going to be that bad tonight. Are you excited for your tournament? Why not? You should be excited. You'll do fine. Your online rating is a lot higher than your over the board rating, so you'll probably do very well. Should be a mate in 2 here. Mate in 3. White to move. I don't. And what is doing well for you in the tournament? What would be a successful outcome? I have higher. I'm lower. You're like over 2,300. I guess I'm good with just being up the exchange here. Rapid, you don't have any games played. So check. And I can take the knight. He can take here. Takes check, and then I have rook d7. So that should be good. 10 black to move. I have a check. And then a mate dovetail. I forgot to look that up. I think it's called dovetail. I'm really finding that very useful. I need to find more motifs. Because doing motif focused training, I really do find quite useful for pattern recognition. So I have a check, and then I have a discovery on this rook here. And does it matter? It has, like, does it matter? I'm sure it matters. But why? This is even better, because then I'm winning the bishop as well. Because I am down a piece. And he's going to take the knight back, so that makes sense. I'm down the exchange. I can just take and then take. I have a check, which I'm not so certain. Then I have a mate there. So he can't block. He's got to go to g4, and then I have dovetail again. Whoops. I take care. No, wait, is that good? Yeah, he's going to have to go to one of these squares. Then I have another check. I mean, that's looking pretty good. I didn't calculate the whole thing. And I have a check and a mate. 16. I have a check. I can take his rook, I just realized. So then I need another piece here. Or no, I see. I see. I just take the rook after. 17. This is just mate. 18. Equal material. There's queen b2. And then I have rook. Yeah, so he has to avoid it. So he moves somewhere. And then I mean, c2 should be good. c2 should be good here. Okay, 19, white to move. I have bishop c6. I can get to a7. 20. I have a check and then a check. 21. I have c5. 22. I have queen a5. There's knight c3, and then I take on c3. And how do we take here? We have to take the bishop because it's bishop d2. Hello, Sin City. White to move. So I'm down a pawn, and he has a very dangerous past b pawn. So I was going over one of Petrosian's games from my book last night, and it's kind of funny because I was going through the game. It was pretty boring. Petrosian was slowly grinding the win. He was winning, and then he just straight up blunders his queen, just like straight up, just leaves it hanging, and then it was game over. It was kind of funny that they included that game. In a classical game, he just totally just hung his queen. Okay, what am I doing here? I mean, maybe I can infiltrate the light squares here. It was versus Bronstein. Oh man, you know everything. You're crazy. You're gonna win the tournament, man. You knew that Larson game I sent you. You're crazy. You're too young to know these games. Oh, I also have bishop h5. Bishop h5. There's g5, and then I can take. I mean, that's looking pretty good. Okay, 24. I didn't hear that story in the book, and it was annotated by by Petrosian himself. He said something like, "This doesn't need to be explained." Okay, check. And then I'm just taking the queen. Yeah, it could be true. It's just it's a little interesting that Petrosian wouldn't include that. So can I go d5, kicking out the knight? Knight, let's say, goes to g3. Hello, fan. So he goes to g3. I give a little check. I mean, I'm up a lot of pawns there at that point. So that is looking pretty good. And I assume I take on h2, and then I take the knight. I should be up a lot of pawns. (26). I'm really going slow here. I have rook d8 check. And then I can take on d2. Rook d8. Right? He moves somewhere, I take, and then I take. 27. I have a check. So let's look at that first. Knight b2, knight b2. If he goes to e1, then I'm going to queen here. So that's looking good. And if he goes to c1, I think I can still go c2. c2, sorry, d2, then he goes king c2. And then, yeah, so I think I go here, and then I'm going check. And then I'm queening. 28. I have a fork here. I have a check here. He must take. There's almost an Anastasia's mate here as well. In fact, it's getting very, very close to an Anastasia's mate. This bishop needs to go, though. Could also be. It could also be knight f3 and then queen f3, and then I'm threatening rook here. But I don't think I have time for that because he can take on. But then I'm also threatening this as well. But then he has knight g3. Check. Check. King g1. Yeah, I think this should work. Yeah. Sorry, not here. We start this way. And he has to give up his queen. And we take here for the fork. 29. White to move. If I go to b4, he has no checks. And then I'm going to queen next move. Oh, wait. Yeah. I mean, that should be good. Yeah, I think I'm just queening here, and I should be able to defend. 30. How am I doing? 14 minutes in. Not bad. Not great. I can take, and then I have a deflection. 31. I can take, and then Yeah, I can take and then I can take and then I can take. 32. I'm down a pawn. Okay, can I go check? But where's my follow-up there? How's my queen doing anything? Lots going on here. My queen is so poorly placed. I think I can go check and then queen e5. 33. Down a pawn. Do I have bishop e4? Takes. I think it might. So yeah, queen e4, bishop e4, knight c6. I'm up a piece there. And what else? I don't know what else he can do in between because I'm attacking both his queen and, well, and I'm up a piece. 34. 16 minutes in. So I can go queen f7, and he has to recapture because I'm attacking his queen. Well, although he's threatening mate though. So if he moves, he is threatening mate. So that's interesting. Maybe I can just take on e8 there. Probably. Yeah. So I'm threatening to take on e8 here if he moves the king. So he has to take, and then I go rook e8. Okay, 35. I have a fork. And I don't want to go here because then he forks me, one of my favorite tactics. So I just want to defend my knight. By the time he attacks my knight, I'm hoping my king can come in. So king e4, king g3, king d3. He's still going to be on my pawn. So, knight c2, king e4. And he's going to come in here. So how do I do anything about that? How do I... Okay, maybe it's not here, but I need to defend this in 2 moves. How am I supposed to do that? Wow, so interesting. Very interesting puzzle. Wow. I mean, it's got to be knight c2, king e4. It's going to come in here. Oh, I sacked the knight. I let him take my knight. So this is cool. So knight c2, king e4, king g3, king d3, king f4 takes, and then here. That's kind of cool. Okay. Oh, that's a nice one. Okay, white to move. I have a check here. Should be good. So king b8. And I think I'm taking the bishop. But this should be the first move here. Yeah, and then we go check here. Okay, 37. So I'm down 2 pawns. Hello, Sun Tzu. This microphone is not properly aligned. I mean, his bishop's under attack, right? So, and G7's under attack. Well, I've got 3 options here. I don't think I want to go queen e2 because he can take and then he's got check and he's taking my bishop. So I don't want that. So same thing here. So I think I have to go to f2. And I have 2 threats here. Yeah, so I think I'm taking on g7. He doesn't have anything for me to worry about. Hello, Dane Quixote. Black to move, 38. I have, let's look at the rook check, because then I have a fork. I think it's just simple as this. So kind of dumb. 39. He's threatening this check. How bad is that for me? Can I take and allow this? Can I allow it? Right? Because this is looking pretty good. I take the bishop. I will... and plus he can't escape. So in this... Yeah, his knight's not... Oh, he can go to b2 though. He can't go to b2. Okay. Bishop e7, knight f2, king g1. Now he does have knight h3 as well, but knight h3, I think I just go king f1. There is knight. Yeah, I mean, that should be good there. So I think he has to take my queen, check, and then bishop takes c5, right? But then he has knight takes b2, and then he's fine there. So that's still good for me, but not super good. So it might be something else. Knight takes b2. Yeah, I mean, he's fine after knight takes b2. What about knight? Oh, no, he's still got this. I mean, that's still a problem. I'm still not sure, like, because after knight takes b2, like rook b1, and then I'm getting b7, like, so then rook a b1, knight a4. He's on my bishop there. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't seem like enough. Like, knight b2 is the only problem here. Knight b2 is the only problem. Wait. Knight b2, there's bishop d4. And I'm getting g7, but is that good enough? Knight b2, bishop d4. Bishop d4, say knight a, I don't know, say knight c4. I take him g7. Hello, master of the mystic arts. Yeah, I can take on g7, but then rook g7. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's almost enough. H4 maybe. No, that doesn't help at all. H4 is interesting though. H4 is interesting. I don't think it's H4 though. Wonder. Oh, no, I can't even do that. Yeah, the best I see is taking on G7. The best I see is taking on G7. Which is, I think I'm going to play that. I've been looking at this for a long time. Yeah, I don't know what else it would be. I just want to consider something, but no. Taking. It ends too soon. I'm going to open up chat. I think we take on G7. I think this might be just a terrible puzzle. So he takes on B2. We go bishop here. We take on G7, rook G8. And then, yeah, this is just a terrible puzzle. Bishop F6. Because it's equal material. My position is better, but I mean, is this a puzzle? What's our next move? Like F4? It doesn't even... His king is kind of stuck in the middle. If he comes over here, then we have F4. I guess we have this. This is not a puzzle, though. To me, this is not a puzzle. That gets a downvote. I wasted my time. Okay, I'm whining, but do you guys consider that a puzzle? Because I saw that for a long time, but it wasn't looking like much. Anyways, I have a check and then I have another check. I could also push and lose my queen. I could also give a check and then push. But I think I'm just gonna go check, and then maybe queen D7 or something. It's another stupid puzzle. Okay, white. Did I not have this one already in this session? Seriously? Like, I had this already in this session. This exact puzzle in this session. Queen F. I literally had this puzzle already in this session. What is up with that? Right? They gave it twice in this session. I had this like at around like 1600 or something. Unless it was slightly different, but I don't know. I'd have to watch the video. Weird. Okay, I'm done. So that took 30, or let me get one wrong on purpose now. So that took 37 minutes, but I spent like 6 minutes or longer on that one stupid puzzle. Okay, at least I got it on the first attempt. That's all I wanted. I'm shrinking. Look at my good posture. Okay. Yup. Okay. Time for a game. Classical. Let's do classical. Get my RD down because it is 101. Okay, 2094 opponent, which is actually very high for classical. That's tough. That's like 2200 rapid. Oh boy, and in a classical as well. So I was looking at Petrosian plays knight bd7, and then like queen c7 or queen a5 stuff. Okay, well he plays this, which is harmless. Well, harmless compared to f4. Does this transpose? Somehow it shouldn't. Now, do I want to go h6 here? I think I'm going to. And it would be silly for him to capture. How do I want to take here? The puzzle was different? Really? But okay, well, maybe that's just a motif that we need to know. But I think I want to take with the bishop. It's just that d6 will become weak. Okay, he's moving quickly. So I have knight c6 here. And then d6 is falling, but I get some compensation. And yeah, this is what I was worried about. That's why I was considering taking with the g-pawn. So knight c6 takes, and we can get that. I could also go bishop d7 first, which doesn't change too much, because knight c6, he's still taking on d6. But there is a difference, almost. Because, there is a difference. Because if he takes here, I recapture. And then after it takes, I can take on c3. And then I can take here on e4. You see that? So bishop d7, if I had another move in here, should be fine. Bing, bang, take, bang. But that's if I got two free moves. If he goes e5, I think I can take, should be able to, but there are some concerns of knight e4 after. He's got a lot of pressure on me. Do I have e5 here? Do I have e5? e5, knight f5. I win a pawn, but at what cost? At what cost? It's interesting, though. I could go bishop g5, eg, and then I could take, but my king's in the middle. There's also knight d5. He should definitely have compensation for the pawn, but this does win a pawn. I'm leaning towards bishop d7. Now, do I want to actually castle here? because he's going to be aggressive. And he's got this hook pawn to play with. And I don't like that. Eventually I'll need to castle though. I'm kind of leaning towards bishop d7 still. Another idea is I could go b5 and then bishop b7. This is the other idea. Like let's say g4. No, let's say a3. Let's say a3, bishop b7. But yeah, this is similar. So b5, it's just weird to not develop, but yeah, b5, a3, bishop b7. I don't know. We can't do that. G4, let's say. It's so weird to not castle here, but yeah, knight c6. Takes, and then we get this again. Takes. Okay, I think I'm going to do it this way. Because ultimately, I think my pawn's better on b5 than if I'm doing this setup. Although it takes one extra move. It takes one extra move, though. Like bishop d7, knight c6 was right away. Okay, he gets out of these tricks. I'm going to continue with that plan. And I can get a rook on c8. And so there we go. We got some stuff going on here. I'm aiming for a 3-hour stream tonight. I need to put more time into chess and build up my stamina. So 3 hours is the goal. I like the McDonald's coffee cups. They have like a built-in double like padding so that it's not hot to hold your hot coffee. Tim Hortons has just a cheap, they don't even give me the cardboard sleeve anymore. So you're just holding really hot coffee. But this is actually a really nice cup. It's the big arch in Canada, I believe, is different than the one in the US. I think it's way bigger in Canada. And I had that, maybe like 9 months ago or something. We had it way before the US, but our version looks a lot better. I really like the product. When am I going to do a 10-hour stream? My streams used to be pretty long back when I was on Twitch. On average, I think they were like 4 to 5 hours long. And then I just haven't had as much time or energy to put into it. Okay, so he goes to f5. So I could go e5. What if I do nothing? That's harmful. I think I need to play e5. I could consider taking on e4 first, but my bishop's pretty nifty. I could also go bishop g5 and then e5. I don't know the ramifications of that. I guess, if he wants to stay on the d file, he could do so. But I really, no, I want to stay here. I want to stay here because this is the whole idea. It's like the check over. So I'm thinking, but then e5, I am killing my bishop. Why do I want to do that? I don't want to kill my bishop. Do I have b4? But then things get quite scary. Or do they? Takes, check. Then there's a check here. It's scary. I'm up a piece, but my king is in extreme danger. That's if he takes, takes, check. Although maybe, yeah, and I can't even go here because of the fork. Like that's very scary. Bishop c4. Maybe I can play d5, possibly. I might be able to survive that. Now, if he doesn't take on e6 and he moves the knight, let's say to a4. What have I achieved? Well, I can take on d4, but again, at what cost? At a very big cost. I think that's too costly. Knight a4. I could then. Yeah, I mean, again, there's e5, right? But my poor bishop. My poor bishop. But then maybe I have b4, and then I can take this. But then the d6 is still hanging. Okay, so e5, knight f3, b4, and then he also has knight d5. I mean, I don't love this position. This is a challenging move for me to have to deal with. I mean, I can't defend the pawn. Or at least I don't think I should. e5 is the only move apart from defending it directly, or like b4, which is scary for my king. If I castle, this is still a problem. Yeah, I mean, again, I could consider taking that, but I don't want to. I could take it and then I get knight c6 in for free, so that's worth considering. Takes knight c6. He needs to move the queen somewhere. He has to go back. Let's say queen d2. That's not looking too terrible. Then maybe I can castle. Hang on, can he just take on d6 there? Yeah, takes knight c6. So he takes on d6, takes. I have rook d8, but I'm just a down pawn at the end of that. Complicated, yeah. So b4, knight a4. Can I go like queen a5? No. Queen b6, could this be a thing? Probably not. Still just takes here. I'm running around in circles here. Would it behoove me to take on f5? If knight f5, I castle. I mean, I don't love that. I don't love it. Yeah, and then he's taking here. I mean, I can't do that. I don't love this position. Ooh. Rough position for me. Maybe I consider bishop g5 again. Bishop g5, queen d3. No, I don't know. What did I hit about e5 beyond everything? Knight f3. I mean, maybe I have to play it and then like d5 at some point. e5, knight f3. Oh, God, that's so crap though. It's so crap. I can't get myself to play that. I don't know. Maybe I have to go for this and give him a pawn. Queen takes. just really bad. This is really, 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 really bad for me. Yeah, so I can look at this whole b4 line again, takes, I don't know. I'll just make a move. I don't know. I think he got me. Move 12. This is a gamble with b4 because my king is so weak. Yeah, so I'm surprised he just plays this instantly, though. I mean, he's not... Okay, but... So, I don't really want bishop c4, so I wonder if I can go like king d7 or something. Could I get away with that? Maybe. Because I really don't want him to get bishop c4 in with tempo. Here I'm lined up with his queen. Maybe it's better to go to e7. Plus I'm on the pawn. Oh, but then he's got this check. Yeah, okay. So maybe king d7. b6. Threatening bishop a6. Take, check. I'm not getting mated yet. Although then there is this... Oh, maybe I could go here, right? Afterwards. And he's got this check, and then I can hide. Possibly. Yeah, so here b3 I take. Yeah, okay, so that might be possible. He might go knight c4. No, he probably wants to move the queen. He could like go queen f5 or something. It does not look good for me. Or you can take on c3, which might be simplest. But yeah, I'm going to go here and see what he has planned. So queen c3. I could take the knight to reduce some pieces around my king. And then queen f6 maybe. Man, that position I had earlier, though, like if I had that in a tournament game, that would feel bad because that was a miserable position to be in. To potentially be losing right out of the gate. Yeah, so he takes this way. So yeah, possibly I'd take the knight because it's one fewer piece. I have knight c6 because then my rook gets his c8. That's looking pretty reasonable. That looks pretty good. Knight c6 looks pretty good. Pretty good. I don't see a downside to it. I do have to move a little quicker here. So I'm going to play it. And we might be okay here. So he's hitting whatever that square that is, b7. I should probably defend it. So rook b8. There's also knight a5. I'm no longer on his knight, though. Well, I mean, I am to trade it, but I'm thinking just rook b8. He might have bishop a6 there. I think I'm okay there. Here, possibly. But I think I'm doing okay there. I'm going to go rook b8. Oh, I missed this check. Crap. Am I surviving there? I missed that. What was the other thing I was thinking? Oh yeah, I could have. No, I forget what other option I had. But anyway, he's got this check, and I might be dead here. But where's his follow-up? Where is his follow-up? Yeah, I think I'm okay actually. I forget what other move I was thinking though instead of rook b8. Oh yeah, 95. 95 would have been similar. I would have one more flight square on c6, but that's it. I got a bump right here. What the hell is that? Cancer? A little bump. Hopefully it's an ingrown hair. Okay, I'm down to 4 minutes. My opponent doesn't use any of his time. I don't know why people play classical and then don't use their time. But yeah, I didn't like that position that I had after he played f5. That was miserable. So I'm curious what I might have done wrong there. 10 viewers now. Yeah, I'm aiming for a 3-hour stream, so we're a third way there. Puzzle portions out of the way. Okay, what is this about? There's rook d6. So I can defend it. I should probably defend it. I can only defend it with the bishop. So I have 2 ways to defend it with the bishop. Which one do we choose? I think here, because I'm blockading his pawn, because this is a threat as well, kind of. So bishop e5. And he can come over here. But I think I can run. So there, let's do this. Okay. So far, so good. Does he have rook d5? I don't think so. I think it was really smart for me to not take this pawn earlier. I think he assumed I was going to take that pawn. But I'd still like to get this pawn eventually because it's always something I have to consider. Be careful about. So it's not easy for him to dislodge my e5 bishop. Bishop. Oh my God, look at this. I might even be able to take here. Oh shit, could I have done this last move? No, because I'm defending this pawn. Although I might have even have been able to. But yeah, there's bishop takes b2 almost works, like last move. He would have had this check, but I think I would have been okay there. Oh no, he's on my queen. Yeah, never mind. Okay, well, so bishop a8 though is a real threat. That's a real threat. Chat is quiet. Chat goes mild. Okay, there's still bishop h3. So g3. But I can always hide here. I can always hide here. Yeah, so by the time he goes here, I just go bishop f7. Yeah, so for example, g3, bishop a8, bishop h3. If I have to, king c7, I mean, not f7, king c7. Okay, so it's actually very important to realize that white has 3 pawns for the piece. Okay, I have knight a5 and I also have bishop a8. So bishop a8, there's a check, which I'm not too scared about because I think I can just go to c7. And then what is he going to do? There's nothing for me to be scared about there. So I'm going to play it. It's just one check. Big deal. I just go to c7. When are the candidates? I'm not going to watch them, but it's just that chat's a little bit more dead than usual right now. Is the candidate starting right now or something? Okay. That's a little scary. I didn't consider this. Yeah, that's definitely looking scary. I mean, I have to take it tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. 10 hours from now. I assume all of you are going to watch it. I'm not going to watch it. Oh yeah, I see. My bishop's no longer in B2. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, let me think here. Oh, I don't have much time to think actually. Well, I assume I moved my king. King C7. You would think I'm okay here. I mean, I should be. But let me do a material count here. So it's the same as before, is it not? No, it's different. I'm up a rook and a piece now for 4 pawns. I'm up a rook and a piece for 4 pawns. So most trades should benefit me here. I think my king should be fairly safe. I've got a lot of pieces around it. If he pushes e4, I might take it with my knight, because that might force another trade. But taking with a bishop also looks good. They both look good to me. They both look good to me. Yeah, I think I'm just going here. And again, this also looks good. He's threatening 98 stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Everything looks good. There is this check, actually. Oh, shit. That check is annoying as hell. I could sack material back. It's still tricky though. He might run. Yeah, I don't like this. Can I go here? There's still a check. I mean, can I prevent him from ever coming here? Guess I could always move my king. There's this check, but then I can block. Yeah, so maybe I do this. So check I'm taking. Yeah, so I'm just coming in here. Right, and then he takes and I do this. Oh my god, this is under attack. Oh my god. But he'll get mated if he takes that. Oh, but if he goes here, then check, and then here, and then he takes. Can I go here? Check all of a sudden? Here, here. Shit. Yeah, I played him a lot. He used to watch my channel a lot. Okay. So takes, check. I don't know about that. I don't know. His knight got me, and I ran out of time. Just don't have time. He really defended well. I had a good ass position for a while. Yeah, it doesn't look good. This is going to be hanging. I don't know why he's pretending to think here. Maybe, do I have this? He's got mate now. Man, yeah, why did he pretend to think there? Why did he pretend to think? Okay, here. That knight g7, if it wasn't for knight g7, eh? I must have been, I mean, I'm sure I was winning, and then I just got a little bit low on the clock. These guys, I don't know why they play classical, though. I just don't understand it. When you have more fun playing blitz, when he's not thinking, it doesn't make sense to me. So let's say he goes rook d1. Can I just trade? I should be able to. It's ding dang dong. Yeah, because he's gonna. Well, I mean, I have to take that. And then I assume he queens now. No, he goes that first. I could take with the king actually, so that I can get this back. And then he's got 1,000 pawns from my knight. And that's losing for me. He's got too many pawns. Hello, Vivek. Too many pawns. I have a single pawn. I have a single pawn here. This is a loss. This is a loss. If I had 2 more pawns, maybe I can salvage. So, oh no, the dog wants attention. Hi, Ellie. I had a crazy position though. It must have been like minus 20 for me. Must have been minus 20. Whoa, that's a weird move. Okay, can I just grab one? What was this? That's a weird move, is it not? I don't know, h4. But he's got too many pawns. Too many pawns. Too many pawns. Here. How can I want to get there. That's not happening. Where am I going? Here. He's got too many pawns. So h5. Okay, well, I can. Oh, I can't take. Yeah, so I can take here. Can I take here? Should I push? Ooh, I got to keep my pawn. I'm going to keep my pawn. It's the quality of pawns, not the quantity. So he's playing really weird. So I'm going to keep that blockaded. And then does this promote? It should be, yeah, because I mean, it's still kind of close there. King C1, he will get into the square. He's playing really oddly. A check, I just go here. Let's stay in front of his pawns, and then I'm pushing. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. It's too late now, right? Boom, check. I don't know what he's doing. He played the whole game like a blitz game. I'm not trying to talk trash, but that ending, what did he do? What was that? Okay, but it's still not over actually, because he's got 3 pawns. Okay, he resigns. Yeah, I don't. That was weird. That was a weird game. I'm not trying to talk like I'm not trying to be an idiot, but he played that ending like a 200. But the rest of the game, he played much better. I don't know. Maybe he was tilted near the end or something, but he completely threw that ending. It was really weird. It didn't match the first 2/3 of the game. It did not make sense. The first 2/3 of the game, although I'm not 100% sure about that too, because it was very sharp. I didn't like my position so much after F5. That was complicated. Okay, anyways, I got a win. A lot of points because my RD is very high. Dog is still restless, which is distracting. Am I under 101 now? Yes, I'm 97, so still extremely high, but getting the RD down. So let's take a look at that from the beginning. So we had this Queen D2 line of Bishop G5. I played H6, can't remember if that's good or not. And I think I spent 10 years on B5. Pretty sure I spent 10 years on B5. Yeah, because I was trying to do it like a check over where you take on C3 and then you take on E4. And so I was considering this plan. So we'll see what the computer thinks. And then, yeah, I felt so uncomfortable after F5 here. That's the downside with B5 because it takes one move longer. Like this is a 2-move plan. But even here, F5 could potentially still be a problem. This is very annoying. Oh, sorry. No, here. No, sorry. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, after King B1. So had I gone here, King B1, Knight C6, this is faster of a plan for me. So maybe Bishop D7 is better here for that reason. And then yeah, I spent forever here. I didn't like any option. Ended up taking a gamble with B4, which ended up paying off, I guess. Didn't take the pawn because I didn't like Bishop C4. And I think I'm better here. Like I should just be winning now. But then he got this Knight B7 and he found this good resource. And I also didn't think of this rook sack. Yeah, and then I didn't know what to do here. And I was short on the clock. Yeah, the dog is distracting me. She wants attention, but I gave her a lot of attention not too long ago. Why can't we take the F7 pawn? Because I didn't like Bishop C4. I didn't like Bishop C4. Plain and simple. Right? Then I go King E7. I just don't want his bishop there. I just don't want it there. And then check. Ellie, what are you doing? she's doing these annoying yawns because she wants attention. I gave her a lot of attention not too long ago. Ellie. Yeah, so we had this. I was very short on the clock here, and I think I felt like I was definitely in trouble here. Fortunately, I had Queen E7. Ellie, come here. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hi. Hi. Yeah, you go under the desk. Go under the desk here. Come on. Go under there. Go under there. You're wide awake. Why are you wide awake? Oh my god. Calm. Ellie. I just gave you lots of attention. Go under the desk. Oh. Hey, Ellie. No, I'm busy. This is why I can't do a 3-hour stream. Okay, I'm going to give her a cookie, okay? I'll be back. What are you doing? Okay. Sorry about that. She is normally not so restless. She'll be going home tomorrow night. Oh, she's going to burst in here again. Okay, I forget what I was saying last. Oh my god. She just poked through the door. Can you see? Oh, you can't see. Oh. Ellie, what are you doing? She just put her head through the door like, here's Johnny. And she went through the second door, which was funny. Okay, so yeah, this was scary. I was playing on increment, and I should be. I mean, this ending is just complicated. I don't know. I don't know. Like, she's drinking now. It should be pretty close because these pawns can be quite dangerous. I have the better king, I have a knight and I have one pawn. It's a type of thing where if I had just one more pawn, it would really make a big difference. I mean, obviously if I had one more pawn, but even one more pawn, it can be very difficult. Yeah, so I don't know. And then he just played really bad. Like, he played really bad here. Like, the G4 made 0 sense. The only thing I can think of is maybe he thought this is just winning for black and he just kind of gave up. But why would he just gives me a pawn right out of the gate with g4? I mean, he could have created Luft, right? Or bring in the king, centralize the king. But he just gives me a pawn, and then he makes a passive move. Instead of running his A, B, and C pawns. And then again, he's passive here. Passively defends his pawn, which does nothing. And then, well, it's too late. Had he even just simply put the king of B2, it would have been a little bit more work for me. So he really just threw that. Let's take a look at that with the engine. The dog is back, but she's crawling under my desk right now, which is good because it means she's going to lie down right under my feet. She's making herself comfy, pushing my legs under the desk and circling too many times. And there we go. She just lied down. Okay. That's good. She'll settle now. I gave her a cookie and she drank some water. That should last me an hour. And then I'll have to... Okay, so pretty wild game. Let's open that in CPT. First, I have to update this position that I was looking at before the stream. Pretty annoying position, this. This is actually kind of similar. This is a bishop g5. Is this the... But no, this is not the Najdorf. I think this was from yesterday when I played knight g4, which is actually fine. So I don't know what I'll play here in the future. Oh yeah, I remember this. We had this. This was from yesterday's stream. Let me just play that for now. Okay, and then let's see how much I can remember here. Bing, bang, 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 bang. Bishop g5. And he played f4 here. And then I played h6, which is okay. So I'll look at this. He took... This is actually the top move. Change that to 18. So why is this not as good? Yeah, because there's potentials of knight e4 in some cases. So he took, I guess, so that was best. And then, then what did he do here? He castled. So if g4, I think, oh yeah, we just go check. So yeah, so castles. And this is also going to be top 18. Change that from 15.1 to 18. And then so b5, I might have to run this again. No, but yeah, I did play b5 in the game after a very long think. Wait, did I look at this with the engine yet? I didn't, but I'm going to. Do I want to run this again? My notes say b5 first with the idea to make room to later play queen b6 or continue with a queenside push. I'm not going to run that again. And so we play king b, but I'm going to run this, but I never ran this position before. And I'll run this with just 4 lines instead of 6. And I'll let that run for a couple hours. Okay, so now we jump back here and look at it with the engine. So yeah, so b5 was fine, and then bishop b7 was okay. It's not the top move. Computer suggesting b4. Yeah, I thought about it, I think, and then I forget. I mean, I forget why I didn't play it. Actually, I think partly it's because I think I wasn't expecting king b1. I was expecting a3, and then I was going to go bishop b7, and then he played king b1. I think I kind of just played bishop b7 on autopilot. So this would have been a little bit better. Knight a4, and then queen a5. Only queen a5 here. If we go a5, we're losing after bishop b5. Bishop b5. And what's so bad about this? And then e5. And then it just got way too much pressure. Oh, then knight e6 and also queen e3. Knight e6. Okay. And then knight c5. Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay. That's why I like the castle. I like the castle. Now a5 is kind of slow, but so queen a5. And now if he tries those tricks, we can just take twice on b5, or yeah, on b5. So yeah, it's a little sharp there with this. There was also knight d7. My move is really not that bad. It's really not that bad. Okay, so this is the move that really, I mean, look how much time I spent on it. Half my time. I spent 6 minutes on this, over 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes on b4 here, which is not a good move. It wants knight c6. Yeah, I thought about it, but I didn't want to give up a pawn. So rook c8, because we're down a pawn here. We have the bishop pair, but so what? But he needs to defend this, right? Because I'm going to take here. So I guess he doesn't have time to defend it. So we have compensation here because he can't defend this. So okay. What if he moves the knight here? Sorry. If this happened, what if he moves this knight somewhere? Well, then I just take it immediately. Yeah, that's funny. He doesn't have time to defend this. So rook c8. He just doesn't have time. This is not even the best move. He wants to push with the pawn instead for some reason. Oh, well, yeah, because we keep the bishop. Sorry, like here. Okay, so I could have just played knight c6. Yeah, kind of tricky. Okay, and then, yeah, so, and second best was e5, which I just didn't want to play. I just didn't want to play that. I just didn't want to deal with that. Who wants that? Who wants that? That looks miserable. Okay. Sorry, this is boring everybody. So the best move is to go king f8. I didn't do that because I thought he just had this check. But I forgot that his queen's under attack, honestly. Then I go king e7. That still looks not so great, though. Like something like this. I guess apparently I can take here. Crazy. And it's saying that we can take, but I did not like bishop c4. And then king a8. Yeah, I mean, come on. I just don't like that. I don't hate this move, even though it's not the best move. I think that was a practical choice. There was queen h3. Sorry, what? Queen h3 here. And I thought, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I was going to go back here. I was going to go back to e7. Oh my god, then he can queen, and then he has a fork. Is that the point? What if I take this way? Oh no, he's got his check. Oh, that's checkmate. Oh my god. Or it's not quite mate. But yeah, then his rook's coming in. Oh man. Oh, that was dangerous, eh? Yeah, I did not love this position. So, yeah, this is so sharp. These bishop g5 lines are so sharp. Okay, so this was a mistake. It's so hard to take though, to allow this. King e8. I mean, that just looks absolutely miserable for a million different reasons. Or takes here first, and that just looks so deadly. Oh, okay. And then, yeah, so queen b6, but I'm still worse here. But he had queen h3. So this was a blunder. Why did I not take? Oh, yeah, because I didn't like this check. I guess I had queen f7 or queen c7. I should have just taken that. I got scared. Yeah, that would have been a lot better. A lot better. And again, he had queen h3, which is winning. Queen h3 through this fork. That's another reason I should have taken. Yeah, that was a mistake on my end for sure. And this was all good for the most part. Yeah, and then when he took here, that was devastating. I spent a long time. This was actually, yeah, one of the best replies. So, and this was a blunder now. Yeah, so what am I supposed to do? King d7. I just got scared after this, but I guess I could have just taken that on e5. Yeah, I don't know. I panicked 44 seconds. Yeah, I should have done that. I'm just so bad when I'm low on the clock. And then he just made a lot of mistakes here. Best move is he had a mate in 2 apparently. Oh, he can take here. Oh my god. Yeah. He had so much time. He had 10 minutes. Oh man. He had such a good position. Okay, so this is computer says it's equal, but I don't know. This would have been a real headache if he had played this better. And it's still equal here that he dropped the pawn. Still equal, surprisingly. Because now, I mean, at this point, now I'm giving an edge to black. Yeah, he lost it with increment. He played the whole game pretty quickly. This was the losing move. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what he did in the ending. The ending made no sense. He gave me all these free moves. Okay, strange, but I'll take it. Dog is snoring by my feet. Should I do another classical? I'm gonna make a poll. So, classical or rapid? Please place your votes. S'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît. I'm aiming, I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm aiming for a 3-hour stream. The only thing that's going to kind of prevent me from doing that is if she wakes up, is if she gets restless. I have an hour and 20 minutes to go to make that. Okay, let's see if we got any voters, hopefully more than 2 or 3. Let's see. Not a whole lot of viewers today. I think people are gearing up for the candidates. Okay, it should be appearing on my stream soon, but it seems to be delayed. Do you guys see it on your end? I don't see it on my. What did it say? It didn't show me. That's weird. It didn't show anything for me. That's annoying. It was classical again? Okay. I'll trust you. But yeah, it was glitched on my end here. Okay, I'll do another classical. Yeah, then my RD. Let's get the another game that should put it below, well, probably 95 or something. I'm about 3 wins away from an all-time high on classical, but that'll be tough. Classical is the hardest time control online because nobody has a real rating, including myself. I'm guilty, but at least it's not a new account. I just have high RD because it's so hard to get a game. I'm only going to wait a couple minutes and then I'll resort to rapid if I don't get a game in a couple minutes because I don't want to stay all day, sit here all day. So as I was telling Larson say at the beginning of my stream, last night I read 2 games from my physical chess book. Oh, we got a game. Oh, provisional though. From 11 hours. Yeah, right. Okay, he only played a single game. He only has 1 game played. He has 1 game played. Let me look at the game. He didn't play perfect, but I don't want to play a new account. No new account. Let me block him so I don't get paired up with him again. Block. Create. Getting back to my story. Yeah, so I looked at 2 of Petrosian's games last night. The second game, there's not much to talk about. But the first game, it was a pretty boring game. I was nearing the end. Petrosian was slowly grinding a better position. Looked like he was about to win based on like the commentary and everything, or the annotations. And then as he was grinding his way to a win, and it was against Bronstein, he just completely hangs his queen. Just like no tactics, just like literally a 1 move, like the enemy. And it's funny because Bronstein for the past like 7 moves or more, maybe about 7 moves, he was just moving the same knight around the board, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then Petrosian just doesn't move his queen and he drops his queen and then he resigns. I like that they included that game. And it reminds you that the greats can still just blunder. And that, that's a slow time control. Yeah, that book. I'm working my way through it. I'm up to about 1956. So I think he was born in 39? 29. Yeah, he was born in 29. So I'm going to use a calculator because I can't do basic math. So 1956. So he was around 27 at this point. I'm noticing around this point, this is when he's starting to be more positional. Maybe I don't have the biggest sample size to go by, but his earlier games weren't so interesting. Okay, we got a game, 2065 3-year-old account. I don't think I've ever. Wait, Newcastle. This is a guy I just played? It's this exact same guy. Yeah, we have the same opponent again. This is the guy that flagged, or not flagged. I don't know why I said flagged. I think this is the first time I've ever played the bird in a classical. So I was black in the previous game. Okay, I don't think we give this any special treatment. And I'm not going to overthink it because I don't know what I'm doing. This is a mistake. This is a mistake because it allows knight to e7. So we want to go b3 here and wait first for black to commit this knight. If he doesn't commit it, and he does, now we go here. Now we go there. Because he's going to have to move his queen and other moves to fish out my knight. Otherwise, he can't develop because his pawn's going to stay on d7. So I think I'm going to take right now. I get the double pawns. I'm not sure if I want to wait, but I think I want to take immediately. He'll get this center mass. So I'm not 100% sure if I want to take. I'm not 100% sure. I think I'm going to bishop b2. I mean, this does allow queen, like his queen, but my bishop is still here. So yeah, I'm gonna go bishop b2. I don't think there's any harm in taking, but I'm trying to extract as much as I can out of this. And now what? Do I want to go c4? c4, could he move his knight somewhere? Possibly. He could possibly do that. Maybe I go d3, or maybe at this point I should just castle. I don't know. This is more flexible. But then again, what if he goes knight b8? So I am going to castle. And the only moves I'm like somewhat concerned about are queen c7 and queen b6. Queen b6, I go c4, I believe. Maybe knight c3 instead. Now we take, and then we go knight e5. Okay, beautiful. Man, the bird is awesome. Mwah. I love the bird so freaking much. It's amazing. The bird is amazing. Okay, so queen c7. Like, I don't know if I want to go d3 or knight c3. Knight c3. If d4, I have knight a4. This is fine for me. Yeah. So I could go knight c3, I could go d3, I could go queen f3, I could go queen e2. These are all good options. Oh, this is such a freaking, I love the bird. I love the bird so much. We can just do this again. Look familiar? I think I'm just going rook f3. I love the bird. Now, this does allow bishop d6, but that's not really a problem, is it? I'm just going here. I mean, I wonder if I should do this though, because I kind of need backup, right? Is this too fast? Is this too fast? Plus he's got f6. I mean, this might be more prudent, but yeah, rook f3, knight d7. And I was actually studying this earlier today. We don't want to take because it allows his bishop to cover h3. The bishop opens up and he has e5, and then there's this. I was just studying this. So rook f3, if he comes here, I just go rook h3 immediately. I think I'm going to play this. I might regret it because there's something to be said for having your pieces developed. but I think this is actually correct. That's why I played it. This cuts out my bishop, but this is true. Can I not just take? Maybe there's queen b6 at the end, or bishop c5, possibly. Okay, so let's say I take. I mean, I should be good here, right? Can I not just take this? Can I not just take this? Am I crazy? Take. I'm taking it. I mean, I could be crazy. I love the bird though. Like I love the bird. Yeah, I don't know what I'm missing. I could be missing something. I'll be the first to admit it. I think I'm just going back to b2. If it comes here, then I go c4. So, yeah, let's do that. If c4, I'm taking Mr. Knight. Maybe he's hoping for this type of deal. Oh, I did miss that, but rook h3 should be good. Rook g3 might be good here too. That is possible. There's knight e4 though. There's knight e4, which could be problematic. So I think I'm going here. He might do this after. I don't know, but yeah, I'm going to go here. And okay, I mean, I told you before. Like the only thing I'm not sure about is the rook f3 because I like having my pieces developed normally. So bishop d6. Yeah, that makes sense. So queen e1 or d3. So d3, if he comes here, I can just take. He can attack me, but I think I'm okay there. So I'm liking d3. I'm going to play d3. Okay, and then knight d2. I just love the bird though. Like I just love the bird. I wonder as black if against e5 if there's an opening like the bird. Against d4, the Nimzo and the Dutch are both bird-like, but no buts. They're both bird-like, especially the Nimzo. Well, there is a but. The difference is that black can avoid. Okay, so I can take, but then he can take on f4, and I'm not sure if I like that. I then have bishop f6 and then queen h5, but I don't like that. So maybe I will take with a pawn. I could also do nothing because he's not threatening. Okay, maybe he is threatening. No, he's not even threatening c3. So you could argue he's threatening to take on d3. You could argue that. But why not get a free pawn if I can? Oh, there's a fork there. So let's not do that. Vivek probably had a heart attack. There is that fork. Okay. And I can't take this way. So I could move my king. I could take on c4, but I really don't want to allow that. There's no need. Yeah, so maybe it's a little bit trickier than I thought. Yeah, this is more annoying than I had anticipated. Yeah, and then while this stays here, I can't move my knight. Queen e1, then I can move my knight. No, I can't. I can't go to d2 still. But then I'm threatening to take here. So yeah, possibly queen e2. And then if he takes on d3, I don't love that. I really don't. Think I would go cd. Okay, I'm doing this. I still love the bird though. Even if I lose the game, the bird is still awesome. It's not the bird's fault. Yeah, so if he goes CD, I think I'm going CD. I don't want to trade. I could possibly take with the knight. Because I'm defending f4 and I'm threatening f6. So, and I preserve. Oh, but the problem is there might be queen c2. Queen c2, take on f6, and then queen can't do that. Yeah, maybe not. Take this way. My knight is fine where it is. So DC, CD, AB, AC, DC. This is what I was saying before, like the rook f3. I don't know if it was premature because I wanted to develop first, but that's the only thing I'm unsure about. That's the only thing I'm, because I like to develop. I like to castle. I like to get my king safe, and then I like to develop, and then I'll do other stuff. So that's the only thing I'm not 100% sure about. But the rook f3, was it too early? I have an hour and 5 minutes that I'm trying to, an hour and 5 more minutes. I'm aiming for this 3-hour stream. Okay, but yeah, let me just get this. So I'm planning to take it with a pawn. I don't like it. I don't like that. Black's probably fine here, unfortunately. I mean, imagine if my knight was on d2. I mean, maybe it was premature, the rook f3, because of what happened here. Yeah, it might have been a little bit too early. Like even just c4, I have so many better moves, d3 or c4. My position is so good here. It might have been a little too early. Okay, he's still thinking. Oh, that's tough. Because normally I do prepare more. I'll develop. Normally I do that, but today I wanted to strike while the iron is hot with rook f3. Okay, yeah, it gives me a check, so I'm going to go here. So now his knight is undefended, so I'm threatening knight c4 now, I think. And there's not stuff here. I'm trying to remember what the difference was before, why I couldn't take this way. What was it? There was a reason. Oh, because of f4. And maybe I should even have allowed that, but so there's still this f4, but now I can take on f6, queen f6. And I have queen h4 there, but I don't, his bishops are so good. He's got these Horwitz bishops. Queen g6, he's probably better there. Well, I don't know if he's better. He's not worse, so. Yeah, takes. Do I have bishop e4 there? Bishop e5? I'm regretting. I mean, the one time I don't develop was knight d2. You know, the one time I'm such a proponent of developing. Takes. Yeah, but bishop e5. Where does he go? Probably anywhere. Oh god, yeah, that's a good move. I'm dropping a pawn here, hey? Maybe queen c1? I mean, oh shit. I can go knight c4 actually. But then this is dropping. Yeah. Might I take it? And then I could take here, but that's looking very sketchy. Takes, and then DC. No, he can still take on F4 here. Yeah, that's not good. He's finding good moves. Okay, maybe I can go C3. He might get this after, but yeah, C3. Right, and if take was the pawn. Knight. Oh no, dog is getting restless again. So C3 takes on E5. Takes knight D5. And you can, yeah, you exit. Good, she left. Hopefully she doesn't distract me too much more. Bing, bang, boom. I think I'm okay there. I think I'm okay there. I'm so regretful of the rook f3. Like, had I just played c4 or d3, because my position was so freaking good. My position was so good, and I normally do develop. That's what hurts. It's not like, okay, he moved again. Okay. So it looks like I might have gained a little bit of ground now. So first of all, queen h4 is interesting because I have like knight g4 threats. So that's interesting. Hello, the chess kid. Okay. So I could do that, or I could go d4. I'm giving up e4, but I'm taking here. Is this a thing? Because there's back rank issues, and then I lose my queen. Oh no, because this is here. No, I've taken. Yeah, then I've got back rank issues. So I'm just going to minimize chat here. I did one of his Grandmaster preparation. I think it was, I forget which one. I think it was the positional one. Okay. Anyways, sorry. So d4. Yeah, can he come in here? I might have queen h4. No, he still has. Yeah, I might have queen h4 there. But there's still the back rank threat. Yeah, that could be tricky, right? Because and if I take immediately, there's this check. Maybe I have king g1 there. Takes. You know, he gets a rook for 2 minors. Bing bang. Because if I take here and I go king g1, sorry, and if I take here, then there's this check. So I'm worried about this one. Yeah, but I possibly have queen h4, as I say, but it's still tricky. d4, knight e4, queen h4. Check. No, I haven't taken yet, right? Yeah, so check, then I can take. Okay, so maybe I can do it. Okay. Yeah, so knight e4, queen h4. It's still kind of scary though. um like g5, for example. But okay, he goes here. So maybe I develop now. Knight d2 finally, and it solves a lot of my problems. So develop now. Better late than never. Oh, it feels so much better. Like it's so like I should have just developed earlier. Like instead of rook f3, I should have just played d3 or c4 and then knight d2. Life is not fun when you don't develop. I feel so much relief having the knight on d2. Chat is minimized, by the way. Okay, so if it's my move here, I'm thinking I'm going knight dc4. Seems reasonable to me, although it does let a knight come in, but again, I have queen h4. Still have to be careful there, though. This fork is always scary. Okay, I'm going to take with the pawn. Like I don't think this changes much in the position. Could be wrong. Okay, he's attacking this, but it's defended. So I've got queen h4 now. He can come back, but I'm happy with that. This just, I don't know, this has to be reasonable. I'm just going to play it. So h6, I mean, the only other move is knight f6. Yeah, so here, then I have rook g3. Now, it's always tough, which one do we move, right? You could argue moving the queen, because otherwise the queen could get attacked here. So maybe I do move the queen. But it's always tough. Like, so here, but it's maybe it doesn't really change, right? Because here I take the bishop f6, but then I can take here. Oh, I can't. But I've won a pawn there. Yeah, but it's like, which one do I do it with? That's which one? Which one? There's f5 here. So maybe I do it here, because here there is the f5, which is I'm sure it's good for me, but here there's no f5. I'm sure whichever one I choose, it's going to be the wrong one. So we do it this way. Bishop e7, I take on h6 there. So we got control again. Yeah, I think the rook f3 earlier, even if it was okay, it was stressful. Okay. Can I go here? If I don't have any other pieces, like I'd like a light squared bishop. So check. I mean, it's not enough. I need more pieces. I need more pieces. Can I go here? Check. I'm not an attacking player. This bishop is cut off. So like I do this. Right. He has a discovery, but I can just take it. And where am I going there? Check. And then I do have a check here, but it's not the best. But I have knight g5. do I not? I just don't have enough pieces. I need more pieces. I only have 2 pieces. I've got 3 pieces. It's almost enough. It's almost enough. Almost enough. But it's not enough. This starts to open up my bishop a little bit. It seems too weakening. What do I do? What do I do? I need more pieces into the attack. This might be better than knight e4 because I don't have f6, but knight f3 is defended. Check. He moves somewhere. I don't know how to do stuff here. Take. It's just it's just not enough. Where am I attacking? Can I take like this? It's not enough. It's not enough. Okay, how about I threaten mate? Okay, this threatens mate. But I still don't have a follow-up. Then if I go check, it's still not enough. It's never gonna, okay, I think I'm gonna bring in the other rook. I need more pieces. And I might go rook 1 f3. I need more pieces here. For example, if this rook is here, then I have rook g. Then I think I have rook g7, right? Because then this is mate. So yeah, I need more pieces here. So boom, boom, boom. That's going to take 3 moves. So, okay, I can threaten mate in 1 just to buy some time. So let's do that. He's got bishop f6, but let's play that. Gotta watch my clock. Yeah, so then I'm coming in here. So let's play that. And rook g8. And I have nothing. Rook g8, if his queen moves, I can take an f7. I don't know how to attack. I can kick this out. He just moves. Should just keep bringing this in. Hopefully my queen doesn't get trapped. But yeah, just keep building up this pressure. Rook h3 still. So if I get the rooks like this, and then, I don't really want, I could, so I kick out the knight, so the knight moves somewhere, then I take, then I have check. He has to take, and then it's mate. There we go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. I need a rook on h3, and then I'm kicking out the knight. So rook h3, kick out the knight, take, and then rook h6, takes, and then rook h3 is a mate. So I need this. Is Dizzy learning how to attack? Is Dizzy learning how to attack? Is Dizzy learning how to attack? That's a beautiful plan. H3, C4, knight F6, rook H6, king H6, rook H3, mate. Okay. Hopefully he's not watching the stream. My favorite words to say. Okay, still rook H3 looks good. Okay, I'm going to go rook H3 here. And where's the win now? Can I take? Not quite. Rook H5, and then double up here, and then take. That will be mate. So he might have to play G6, but then I'm just taking. So maybe rook H5. Can I get away with that? I think I can. So I'm going to take this way. He can move the knight, and then he's attacking my pieces. So, but he could also do it this way as well. So how do we choose? Here there's D1 issues. I'm going to take with this pawn. I might regret it, but I don't want to give his rook access. Oh, fuck. I do regret. No, that would have happened either way, right? That would have happened either way. So I missed this tactic. Well, that's pretty painful. I think I have to sack the rook here. Totally. Wait. I've got en passant. Thank God. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. I was wondering, I'm like, how did I not see that? But it's still some problems because he's threatening this. So I'm going to have to move the queen. I can take on D6. I don't need material though. So takes, check should win the queen, right? So yeah, things are looking good. It was all about putting a rook on H3. Yeah, that was the key. Okay, yeah, if I take with the knight, he can take here, but maybe no buts. See more buts. Can I take with the rook? I think I can take with the rook. You might be able to take here. Okay, so bing, bang, I have check. You have to give up the queen. So that looks good. So he has to take here, but that's still looking good for me, So I'm going to do this. So yeah, so there's bishop E4, and then, so do I have check here? And if he defends, this is mate. And if he takes, then I cry. Okay, can I do it this way? Check. I don't think so. GH still. Check. And bishop H7. Unfortunately. I thought this would work. Okay, so I have to say, I really thought this would work. Check. But he comes back, eh? And then same thing here. Check. Take. Check. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. I have to move this rook. Could I consider this? Yeah. We do it this way. And then I take on H6. Well, he can still, no, yeah, because then I've got bishop A3 at the very least. I think I played a good game. I don't care. Maybe rook F3 at the beginning was premature, but I'm not an aggressive player, so for me to attack like that, I'm happy with. Learning to attack for once in my life. For once in my life. Hopefully more than once in my life. Chat is still minimized. I don't know. I feel like I played a good game. And it's possible Rook F3 was best instead of C4 or D3. But if it wasn't best, I think that might have been my only notable mistake, but we'll see soon. So he's thinking here. Excuse me. So let's say he defends. I think I can just probably just take here. Maybe not. Or can I? Yeah, check. Okay, let me calculate that out. So rook D F8. Yeah, I think I can just go check. Oh wait, sorry, I can't. Check. Okay, it goes this way. I do have to watch my clock. But yeah, can I sack? Can I go check? Oh, he's got back rank stuff that I have to be careful of. Okay, so I think he has to take. I think I can just take here. Check. Check. Right? Oh, no, not right. Check. He's defending. Okay, I gotta be careful. So it's a boom, boom, check. Oh, I might have this. Oh, that's risky though. Oh, I don't know. That might be winning. This might be winning. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm too low on the clock. I needed a bit more time to calculate that. So I'm just gonna play it safe. I think it was winning. I didn't want to risk it for the biscuit because I already gave Ellie a cookie earlier. Okay, so what did he do? Maybe he tries to back rank me. Okay, I can offer a trade this way, but it can get dangerous. How about we come in here and then I have rook f7. This looks good. Okay, then we have rook f7 puzzles. Yeah, he can try for this, but it's already check. I think this is resigns now. Maybe he holds on a little bit, but I can just create Luft h4 at the least. Or maybe I grab the pawn. Might as well grab the pawn. Might as well grab the pawn. Okay, well, I have rook. I don't know what he's doing here. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, this is really resigns now. Here is mate, so here maybe is mate. I don't know what he's doing. I'm going to open up chat. No, I'm always anxious. Even when I'm winning, the more winning I am, the more scared I am. Because I'm scared of blowing it. Okay, resigns. Okay, we beat this guy again. 24 points that time on this classical game. Ooh, almost 2100 on classical again. Okay, so I'm mostly curious about the rook f3. But yeah, this was a lovely position here. Yeah, I wonder if this was too early. I wonder. Normally I would play c4, d3 here. Also, maybe I could have played d3 here. I think it's actually d3. d3 makes sense. I should have played d3. I shouldn't have taken. Looking at this now, d3, because we have the better structure. What's not to like here? The only thing is our bishop is cut off, but structurally we're way better. So d3, bishop d6. There is that. But then I take. As opposed to him. Yeah, I think I should have played d3. That's the mature move. That's what I should have played. So maybe rook f3 was fine, but after d4, I should have played d3. Yeah, because I gave him more than he deserved here. More than he deserved. And then, yeah, bishop comes in. Yeah, I solved all of his problems. I should have kept those fixed. Should have played d3. And then, yeah, then the c5 move was really good. I spent a long time dealing with that. He definitely fought back here. And fortunately, I had c3. It's a weird move, but it had to be played. And then I'm back in the driver's seat. And then I spent a long time here figuring out what to do, but I needed more pieces. Came up with this plan of putting the rooks on g3 and h3 and then playing c4 and then taking on g7 and then queen h6. Similar idea plan here is to put the rooks here and then c4 and take here and then take here and then take here. So that's what I did. And this scared me. This really scared me. And then I was like, how did I not see that? It's because I forgot about en passant somehow. And then, yeah, and then here I ran out of time, so I just took, but this should be winning, right? Check, takes, check, king g8. If I go rook g6, king f7, then I have mate here. So that seems to work. And yeah, so I think it's rook g6. No, then again, after king h8, queen h4, queen h7, it's not. Oh, then I have rook h6. So I think that would have been winning. But it was too risky. I can just play simple like this because I'm up a piece. And then, yeah. Okay, let's look at that with the engine. I'm curious about the rook f3, and I'm curious about the d3. But I got the rating up a little bit. I'm getting hungry now. The classical rating. So now my RD is 94, which is good. Getting that dropped. Dropping that, making my rating more accurate. My all-time high on classical is 2127 back in almost 4 years ago in 2022. Some of you weren't even born then. Half of you weren't born. So I'm 2 wins away from an all-time high on classical. Yeah, but my ratings have been climbing. The 2 personal bests on chess.com recently, well, in the past week. And getting the rapid up to a decent level. Blitz has a ways to go, but it's not too bad. Feels good. Okay, so not a perfect game. Not even close. I'm curious, first of all, about rook f3. It is the best move, but yeah, so was c4, so was d3. These are safer moves, but I think I should have played d3 here. This is apparently not bad. It actually doesn't like d3. d3 is actually bad. Yeah, there's knight d5. I forgot about this. I forgot about that. Yeah, I can't stop him from going to e3 here. I guess there's knight c4. But I'm already moving backwards here. This is not the right way to play. Peter, possibly, if I get 3 or 4 new personal bests, possibly I'll play in another tournament. But then there's also a question of cost, right? They're expensive to go to. So, but possibly if I set 3 or 4 new personal bests and maybe I don't know, I have 2,000 subscribers. That gives me a bit of justification to go to a tournament. But yeah, possibly. But have a ways to go. I'm not confident enough yet. Because I want there to be a good chance, or a real chance, of getting a higher over the board rating. Okay. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, here I was thinking D3, but yeah, there's knight C4 and knight D5, and then if I play knight C4, I'm already moving backwards, right? Is there even just F6 here is annoying. So this is the wrong approach. So taking is apparently fine. Like this is actually this is actually good. Oh, there's knight A3 too, which I didn't consider, but I should not have taken. Oh no, I guess I can take. I'm surprised about the taking. This is 0.6. This was actually fine for white, apparently. I don't like it though. Yeah, I don't like it. Should I just go C4? Yeah, I can take, but I think knight A3 is more my style. I placed first in a poker tournament in Vegas, actually. I'm trying to remember what hotel it was. I forget. It was a long time ago. And it was easy. That was easy. An easy first place. I just steamrolled everybody. I used to play a lot of poker. I said this. I've said this before on the stream, but I wonder if I played more poker than I have chess. It's possible. I might have played more poker than chess. I'm not sure. Okay. Anyways, this was apparently fine. Good even. This was actually the mistake, because he found the best move, C4. So it wants me to go rook F1. Who the hell's playing rook F1 here? No, I quit poker one day and I never looked back, and I don't miss it at all. I've spent so much time playing poker, I never need to think about or play poker ever again. I don't miss it one iota. Yeah, like, but who's playing rook F1 here? I don't like this position anymore. Like, compared to, I could have gotten a stress-free position. I don't like any of this crap. I should never allow any of this. Never. So like, just play D3 or C4, or else here, then play knight A3. Yeah, this looks good, but there's knight D5. So just knight A3. I should never let him get rid of these pawns. Was I a check raise kind of player? I don't know how to answer that. I was mostly a rock. I was boring, because when I played, this was back when you could make money online. I don't know if you still can, but like you didn't have to worry about collusion or bots or anything. And there were so many bad players. There's so many fish when I used to play that I would multi-table 24 games at once, and don't have to think too hard, and you recognize all of the regulars on the tables. I also did quite well with sit and goes, and actually my tournament games were pretty good too. Yeah, But yeah, I did quite well with the sit and goes. I forget if I played 2 or 3 table sit and goes. I think mostly 2 tables. I did a lot of those. I'd multi-table those as well. Okay, anyways, where was I here? Yeah, sorry. I'll look at this more on my own. It's interesting to me though. So yeah, this allows C4. That's why you should never allow this. It's just you're giving black too many options here. But I'm not playing rook f1, and I'm not playing rook f2, and I'm not playing rook e3. So rook g3 out of those options. Why do I have to do that? Why do I? Because of c4. Like, what's the difference now? What's the difference? Knight c3. Queen b6. I don't know, there's some small difference. Oh, the queen comes here, but even so, I don't understand. Because if the rook was here, what was the other line? I can't even remember what the other line was. What was the other line I was just looking at? Oh, queen b6, I think. King h1. And then if queen f2. There's some difference here, which I can't find. Is it because we're protecting okay, we're protecting G2. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I should never allow this. There's no reason to allow that, even though the computer says it's fine. The computer's wrong. Okay, so he didn't play. Oh, I thought he played c4 here. He played it later. He played it now. So I had to stop c4. c4 here or knight a3. I should not have allowed c4. So good move from my opponent. And this was a blunder. C takes d3. I was going to do this. Computer says knight d5 is winning. Yeah, because his bishop's going to go to f6. Let's just say, yeah, I mean, because how do I yeah, this is getting quite awkward. Like if I go here, it's saying f6, but okay. I just should never allow this ever. You can see how quickly you can go wrong. Never should allow this ever. So d4 it's suggesting, or knight a3. I don't know. Tough. I feel a lot worse about the win now. And oh, c3 was a blunder. It's saying we should take or knight c3. Oh, knight c3 makes sense because we can go knight a4. But I thought he can just take. Oh, no, not here. Yeah, so knight c3 was interesting. I didn't consider that. But it's saying take and then queen f2 and try to consolidate here. This is a bit uncomfortable for white. So this was a blunder because had he taken, he has queen c6, apparently, the only winning move. And maybe knight g4 is a problem because I have to stop mate if I do it this way, knight h5. And then there's f5 and there's just too much play. These are not even participating. So that's annoying. So computer wants to defend with the queen. There's still stuff here to worry about. He can Yeah, it's awkward for. I'm slightly surprised that it's so good for black, but tough position. Because yeah, just never should allow him to undouble those pawns. Okay, now it's equal. I consolidate. And yeah, I wasn't sure which way to do this. This is actually not a great move because of f6. This still looked like pretty good for white though. Computer wants to go knight e4 or knight cd4. So what's the idea here? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's not good. Sorry, knight dc4. Yeah. I was considering that. Or knight e4. So why did it not like this? Because of f6 or knight e7. Oh, you can also take here and then f6, I think. So this kind of transposes. Yeah, he could. Yeah, I see. Yeah, this has to move. And then he's equal there. So I'm getting quite tired here. This is kind of complicated. This is not the worst move though. Rook g3 is not the worst move. And then I brought in another piece. This is not the best move because knight takes f4. Again, there's f6. So I think. Well, wait. What's the idea here though? Because what's the difference? What's the difference now? Oh, because I can okay. Because f6. Actually, maybe I'm not so certain why this is. Oh, because I have bishop a3 and I have queen g4, and this buys me some time. I don't know. I'm too tired, honestly, to be super confident about my analysis here. This is actually pretty complicated, this game. A lot more complicated than I thought, for sure. Whoops, wrong line. But he didn't take on f4. And now, queen g4 is the best move by far. And knight e4 was the best move by far. Okay, this was a blunder. It's black is equal after knight e7. So there were a million other moves. So check. Oh, wow. It's just mate in one. I saw this check and then I stopped calculating for some reason, but I considered it. Actually, I think this is why I discarded it. King h8. But I could take on f7 and I just win a pawn and I win the exchange. So I should have seen knight g5. There's no excuse. I should see this move. It's just a forced win of material. I'm surprised about the shift in eval because you would think this is still very good for white, but it's equal after knight e7. That's hard to believe. What is even going on here? Oh, sorry, I can't do that. Yeah, because he's attacking my knight. I just realized. Okay, big deal. What is going on? Does my queen get trapped or something? Oh yeah, back rank issues again. Ah, right. Okay, well, it doesn't seem like a problem. Can I even go here? Hard to believe that black's better here. Queen takes. There's always this back rank issue. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. Utterly crazy. Okay, crazy. Now I'm finally winning. I can't believe how many tactics there were. That was complicated. I feel a lot worse about that win now. The main thing for me is I never should have allowed his c pawns to move. So I'll check what actually can I check right now? Yeah, let's check my repertoire. I'm really getting hungry. Just have to update this position first. Okay. This was from earlier. What did I play in this game? Was that this one? No. Or was it? It was, right? That was just my previous game. King B1. Oh, I played Bishop B7, which is okay. So it wants B4. Okay, sorry. So let's go back here. So what did he do? Oh yeah, he did this, this, here. Yeah, see, yeah, we wait. And then we go there. This was correct. And then he went, okay, so I don't have this in my system yet. But yeah, taking would be best. I have 15 minutes left. My goal was to stream for 3 hours, but I'm getting pretty hungry now, and I don't know if I should force myself to stream for another 15 minutes. Yeah, I mentioned that. Maybe you missed it. I mentioned it when I was playing this, the Knight GE7. So you wait. You must have not have been here when I played the opening. So I nailed this opening. Like I just completely nailed it. I remembered all of this. And then we got this beautiful position. And then this is what I guess I don't have this in my system yet. But this will probably transpose to a position I've had before. And it's possible that Raven suggests Rook F3 here, but I don't know. I'll have to study this more myself because I don't want to allow these pawns. Like, can I just go C4 here? Probably. Although this one would give us something similar to what we had in the game. It's a little bit different because we have a pawn on C4. But yeah, possibly I go C4 here or even just D3. Because this is better. I never should allow this. Yeah, the C4, you gotta, I'm not 100%, I haven't nailed it 100% when it's good to play it. It's kind of tricky when Raven likes to play it. Sometimes he likes to play it, sometimes he doesn't. And I'm still learning when. Yeah, so I'm going to end it a little bit early. I mean, it's still a long stream for me, 2 hours and 46 minutes. But the dog is getting a bit antsy and I'm getting hungry, so I'm not going to force myself to stick around for another 14 minutes. As a recap, I did Puzzle Streak in not too bad. I think 30 minutes, around 30 minutes. And then I played 2 classical games. I don't think I did anything else. Yeah, just 2 classical games. But I'm very happy with that because I hardly ever play classical. And I got my RD down to 94, which is still very high. But for classical, that's not the worst. And I'm 2 wins away from an all-time high on classical, which would be my highest rating in almost 4 years on classical. So, yeah, that'll be it for me today. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. See you next time.